The more you exercise, the thinner you become, right? The lighter you become, I should say, right? So the whole game is to become light. We are light, and we have to create lightness in the soul so the soul can fly. So today we are continuing with the power of Sakash, but we are also going to talk about the power of silence. And so I will not do a long class, and I'll give you some opportunity for question answers. Is that okay? Yeah. So I'd like to start with a nice saying from Brother Jagdish. You remember Brother Jagdish Bhai? He's a very senior brother of the Yajna. And Brother Jagdish once said in a class, silence is when there is nothing unresolved in the soul. When there is nothing unresolved in the soul. So what does it mean? If the soul has things inside it that are still not cleared out, if the soul is still full of some remaining aspects of body consciousness, it's as though there is a disturbance inside. Because what's the opposite of silence? Noise. Huh? Chatter, very good, yeah. So the opposite of silence is some form of disturbance, movement. Silence means stillness. Silence means stillness in the soul. So one level of silence is when I'm silent when people around me are silent. Limited silence. I'm silent when the place is peaceful. Then when the place becomes noisy or peaceless, and people around me fluctuate, what happens? I get disturbed. That's why true silence is when there is nothing left that can be disturbed inside me. There is nothing unresolved in the soul. Sometimes we even call this state the karmatit state, isn't it? So true silence is actually not only silence of the mind, silence of the mouth, silence of the mobile, but true silence is silence of my subconscious mind or my sanskaras. Everything is clean and clear. Makes sense? Yeah? It means I have nothing left inside me which can get triggered. Nothing can be triggered. Nothing can get disturbed. So let's explore some of we spoke. One area is when I get disturbed by myself. And I don't meet it. I decide for 21 days I'm waking up at 3 a.m. But then one day I'm a bit tired, I slept late, I woke up at 4. So what happens? Maybe I get disturbed. Why? Because I couldn't accept myself in that moment. So, one reason for us getting disturbed with the self is we have such high level expectation. Now, expectation is different to an aim. Why? An aim is always connected with a process. When we keep an aim, for example, I want to pass this examination, we know I have to study. If I study properly, if I take proper tuition, then I will meet an aim. But the definition of expectation is, it will create pressure. It's not easy. Baba says this is easy Raj Yoga. Keep an aim. Has Baba ever said keep an expectation? Put pressure on yourself? No. There is an understanding that it is a process and we are all on a journey. And so it's important to keep enthusiasm. It's important to keep discipline. But the minute I lose my self-respect of being Baba's child, of being such a worthy soul, and I start to put pressure on myself, and even when sometimes I won't call it a mistake, but sometimes I do things that are not quite up to the mark, and I can't see myself with the eyes of love, and I can't see myself with the eyes of acceptance. This starts to create undue pressure and expectation. Ultimately, it creates disturbance in the soul. I disturb myself. So how do we get rid of this? How do we change our approach towards ourselves? Well, yes, it's a journey. But the vision that I have of me, if it is the vision that Baba has on me, then it helps me to maintain good wishes, pure feelings, and ultimately Sakash towards myself, empowerment towards myself. Because disturbance doesn't create any good result. If you get disturbed by yourself, if you are upset with yourself, what does it do? It creates a sanskar of being upset with yourself. And in fact, it becomes a deeper and deeper sanskar. That's why Baba said today, talk to yourself. Understand yourself. Know yourself. So let's do a little experiment. Ready? Exercise? I told you this is not going to be a 45-minute class. So just imagine you are sitting on the chair. You are the soul in your body. So you can feel the weight of your body on the chair. You can feel your body breathing. You know you are in this body. Now bring up all the roles that you play. Maybe you are the mother, the daughter, the father, the child, the center coordinator, the employee at work. See all your roles, all your labels. Now see your personality. See all your strengths. See how much Baba has changed you and made you worthy, made the soul beautiful. And really feel that appreciation for yourself. Because your specialities are connected with your part. They are connected with your story. So appreciate your journey, your part. And yes, there are some things still that need to be resolved, that need to be cleaned inside. It feels good to be able to understand myself honestly. Now take a few seconds to rise above who you are on the earth. I, the pure soul, I take myself up to Bapdada in the subtle world. I, the angel, sit next to the greatest angel. I sit in the self-respect of being the perfect angel. And I look down and I see my character. I see the body, the labels, the roles. I even see my personality, whether the good or the bad. It's all just a character. And in this moment, who am I? I'm the angel. And I understand this is my aim. And I understand also that there is a journey. That by following Baba's Srimad and with deep love for myself, I will become the angel. Just keeping the aim and maintaining the self-respect and vision that Baba has on me. Now bring the angel back down. And let the qualities of the angel take over your personality. Acceptance, love, compassion, and self-respect. Om Shanti. So this detachment between I and the way I am today, which is what we call work in progress, right? So sometimes we see on the side of the road, no? Men at work. Of course, women at work as well, but we are all working. There is the inner work that has to happen. That's part of the process. But I also know, just like Brahma Baba had a pure angelic form, that is also me. So no need to put pressure on myself today, no need to blame myself, no need to feel bad and get upset. Because what we want to do is to minimize the disturbance, maximize the silence. Silence is power. And as the silence power goes up, it's almost like my heart expands. My level of acceptance expands. When my heart expands, the silence actually holds many opinions. If we are with one other person, what happens sometimes? They say something, I say something. And then Third World War breaks out. Small thing. It's not the opinions that are bad. Everyone has a right to opinion, right? What is the problem? The problem is I can't accept another opinion. Right? It's my way or the highway. Huh? And your way doesn't fall on my highway. So silence has the capacity of expanding my heart with understanding and realizing that everyone's opinion comes from their story, their background. There is no right, there is no wrong. If there is a right, it's just Baba and Srimad. Otherwise, the stories on this earth will never end. So to minimize the second disturbance, which is the disturbance that is caused through other people, what to do? I need to expand my heart. So most of us know we have a heart like this, right? And inside the heart, we fit all the people we get on with. All the people we like can fit in our heart. Then you have some people sitting on the edge of the heart. No? Sometimes they make it in, and sometimes we push them out. Depends on the day. And then you have those who are definitely on the outside. So do you all have that? I don't want to ask you to draw the picture of who is in and who is out, because you might look at the person next to you and put them in or out, I don't know. But you understand what I mean, right? And so, if I want to minimize the disturbance inside the soul, and again maximize my silence power, I have to learn to hold various opinions, various points of view, various personalities, without judging them as being wrong. You know, there is a book by Mike George. Have you read any books by Mike George? He's a good writer. One of Baba's very blessed children. He writes very well, very clearly. And the title of one of his books is What's in the Way is the Way. What does it mean? Whatever each one of us is facing is our learning. And just a few days ago I realized I was feeling a little bit impatient with someone. No, you tell them once, they didn't get it. Okay, no problem. I told again, still they did something else. Then I told the third time, it had no impact. Finally I thought maybe they don't want to listen to me. Why am I saying it again and again? And then I suddenly realized this is actually my lesson of patience. But the very interesting thing is, when I learn patience, I don't learn it for this person. When I learn any virtue, I learn it for any circumstance, right? So if you develop tolerance, if you develop patience, if you develop acceptance, if you develop love, something that you develop at the confluence age is unlimited. It means it's not about you and that person. It's about you and the angel you. It's about you and the expanded heart you. Because that quality will serve you forever. It will serve you in any situation, in any relationship. Baba sometimes says, no, your greatest enemies, or those who appear to be your enemies, are your friends, the biggest friends. Why? Not because they teach you about this relationship, they teach you about yourself and your relationship with the world. So when you learn something, remember, you are learning in such an unlimited way that you can apply it to any time, anywhere, any person. So to minimize disturbance from other people, which is the second way that I lose my power of silence, what to do? Expand your heart so much that everyone and anyone can fit in. And who to keep at the center of your heart? One Baba. Why? Because Baba accepts everyone. Baba even accepts our journey. If Baba didn't accept our journey, he would have spoken one Murli to you and said, that's it. The fact that Baba speaks to us every day is because he knows the journey is going to be one step and another step, and he never stops. So if Baba can sit with me in my heart, then I can accept everyone and their journey. It might be different to my journey. Their learning might be totally different. They might find something which I learned very quickly. But there'll be something they learned quickly which I will take time in. So expanding my heart, staying with Baba, helps to minimize the disturbance that comes from other people. Somebody leaves the mobile phone on. What thought do you have? They should have not done that. They should have turned the mobile phone off. Okay, no problem. Maybe they're not so good at using their mobile phone. Maybe they forgot. Maybe they were busy doing something. So developing that acceptance, that compassion, that mercy. Some people don't even know how to put the phone on silent. I was sitting in one recently in February, and one Mataji's phone went off. So the bag is there, and the phone is ringing, Murli class. Everybody is looking around, whose phone is it? And I knew it's her phone in the bag. So after 30 seconds, I said, Mataji, your phone. She said, what can I do? I don't know how to put it off. So how do you feel when someone says that? Compassion, right? What can you say? So I said, okay, give me your phone. Simple thing. But if someone doesn't know, they don't know. And something that looks so easy to us is something they haven't yet understood. So just as I saw myself, and I really accepted my journey and my story, and I give myself compassion, I keep an aim, and I keep the discipline, but I don't put pressure. In the same way, shall we do another exercise now? Ready? Okay, so let's accept everybody. So now I want you to, once again, visualize the heart in the soul. How big is your heart? Think of all the friends you have in your Brahmin life, those who support you in service, Think of all the people who have been there for you personally, who have given you hope, who have cared for you, those who you are very grateful to. Think of those who have easy natures and never cause you obstacles. These are all the people sitting in your heart. It's like they easily fit in your heart. Now think of those who are sometimes in, sometimes not. And hopefully there are not too many souls sitting far away outside your heart. But if there are, just see them too. Those who are difficult to accept, those who trigger you, those who sometimes cause you a feeling of sorrow. Now bring Baba into your heart. Let Baba be with you in the center of your heart. And gently, very gently, expand your heart. Just like a balloon can be blown up with air. Let Baba's love blow up your heart a little bit. Expand your heart. Baba's love, the love of unlimited acceptance, makes my heart a little bit bigger. And I allow a few people sitting on the edges to fit inside. And I realize I can tolerate them. It's okay. And I can see that with a slightly bigger heart, they don't bother me. Now allow Baba's love to expand your heart a little more. And maybe have the courage to allow some of the people who are outside, completely outside, to fit into your heart. And you accept that maybe their personality is different to yours, very different. But it's part of their journey, part of their learning to be that way. And how does Baba feel towards them anyway? Baba embraces the soul as he is. Now, one final expansion of the heart, if you have courage. And let the heart become so big, so full of Baba's unlimited love, that there is no soul in the world whom I don't accept. Is it possible for me to expand my heart that much? And if there's someone still outside, let me talk to myself and ask myself, how can I be like Baba? And accept even this one. And accept their journey, their path, their story. Because when my heart is so expanded and filled with unlimited love and mercy and pure feelings, and there is not even one person outside my heart, it is then that I can say I'm really giving Sakash. Om Shanti. You know, people say that it's good to do heart exercise, no? You should run up and down the steps every day. You may keep your heart pumping, right? So what you did just now was climbing up 10 stories, 10 flights of steps and then running down. It's a big expansion of your heart. Did it work? Did it teach you something about yourself? Yeah? Because I can't tell you about your heart. But you must know about your heart, no? You know, one time Baba said, Avyakt Baba said, about 20 years ago, I was there for that Murali. Baba said that if you have bad feelings towards even one soul, you cannot send Sakash. Was anybody there for that Murali? Did you remember? I was shocked. I thought to myself, Baba, but the soul is here. I'm sending Sakash in this direction. Why should it bother? Okay, I have a little bit not so good feelings for them, but why can't I put my intellect in this direction and it should work, no? And Baba's answer was very clear, no. Because to give Sakash, your consciousness has to have risen to such purity, such cleanliness. And only when you bring it there, when your thoughts and feelings are there, can it be called Sakash. Like I said, good wishes? Okay, I send you some good wishes, but I still hold your personality in front of me. In fact, sometimes we say, I'm sending you good wishes so you can change. Have you ever said that to somebody? I'll send them good wishes. Baba touches their intellect and Baba helps them to change. So this can be some form of good wishes, but it's definitely not Sakash. Because the soul is still, I am still disturbed inside by you. So we have another few minutes, 10:30 traffic control, and you can use whatever exercise you like to take you up there in a place where you can give Sakash. Okay? Are we doing 10:30 traffic control? Om Shanti. So the third area where we get disturbed. So what happens if I plan something and things don't go my way? The plan gets changed. Suppose I have a service plan. Things should happen this way. Suppose you're a mother, you're cooking in the kitchen, it's your turn to make the menu, and you make the menu. And then you come to cook and the whole menu has been changed. What happens? Do you get disturbed? You do. You're very honest people, good. Honesty is the best policy. So one thing is myself, one thing is other people, the third thing is the task. Sometimes the weather can change the task. You plan to have this kind of tent outside, the wind comes and blows it away. Sometimes circumstances change the task. I might have been on a flight and the flight is overbooked and then you can't get there. So situations in the drama, circumstances, tasks, sometimes they don't go our way. That can create disturbance. Why? Because my ego is connected with the task. In fact, I've hooked my ego onto the task going the way I want, which is what I define as success. And for me to be able to be undisturbed by my own, by these changes that happen outside, whether the change comes from nature, whether the change comes from the computer. For me, it's always the computer. For you? I try to do something and I lose all the information and the data, and then I think 3 hours work all gone. So do you get disturbed at that point? Everyone's saying yes. We should be saying no, no? So this is the third area where I can't give Sakash even to Baba's task. Sometimes we think, no, let's give Sakash to world renewal, Sakash to golden age. But here I am, getting upset by these small, small things. So I won't do the third exercise now, because I want to give you some time for Q&A. I'm sure we'll have time in another moment, but deeply to ask myself, this attaching my ego to a task and things going my way. It's almost like I decide that the drama has to listen to me, not I listen to the drama. Baba is so humble that Baba says the drama is more almighty than me. And what do we say? We are more almighty than the drama. I want things to happen this way. Why is the drama different to the way I want? So now tell me, what lesson can we learn from that? So the ability to dance with drama. Actually, between the soul and drama, it's a dance. And if I want to dance with a partner, I have to learn to be very flexible. And whether you like it or not, the drama is the leader in the dance. So if the drama takes you this way, and you are moving in that direction, how will it feel? Very uncomfortable, right? You'll get pulled and pushed. And this is the disturbance that comes from not being able to go with the flow. You know that saying? Go with the flow. So it's good to plan, it's good to have some sort of plan. This is our responsibility. But if the plan doesn't work out, then learning to let go and to detach my ego from the success of that plan. I did my best. Baba says, I did my best. The rest is, for some reason, almighty drama giving its opinion. Okay, so we have a few moments for quick Q&A. Would anyone like to ask any questions? Do we need a mic for the person asking questions, or how do we do it? Yes, the mic is coming.
Shanti, sister. A very beautiful exercise, and it was really very, very deep. I have two questions which are related. The first one, the definition of silence that you said, that nothing unresolved in the soul. So the question is it possible while we are in the body? And if it is so, then how? And while you were doing the second exercise related to this, my heart was suddenly telling me, my intellect was telling me, follow the instruction. It's for your own good. It's for your own peace. But the mind or the heart was saying, you're being too harsh on me. You've been pained so many times by this person. How can I include that person inside me? So have you ever thought how much ache I've gone through? And the intellect was saying again and again, it's not the person who caused the hurt, it was you who got triggered. But there was this conflict constantly. So how to deal with that? Thank you. Shanti.
So I'll address the second question first, you know. I think everybody in this room must have somebody who has hurt them. And there must be somebody who has hurt you many times. And actually it's become a very deep trauma in each one of us as an old soul. Not that somebody hurt us, but the sanskara of taking pain. Baba sometimes says in the Murli, don't give sorrow, but before that he says, don't take sorrow. I've never heard this said in any other religion. I've studied a little bit here and there, different religions, but only Baba understands the psychology of sorrow. When I take a sorrow, it creates a sanskar of feeling sorrow, of filling my heart with sorrow. Sorrow makes me a victim. You know a victim? A victim is someone weak who says, poor me. You are slapping me? Well, what can I do? Everybody look at my pain. It's actually the opposite of what Baba teaches us. Baba says, somebody is slapping you, get up and walk away. Why are you sitting there? Because if you keep taking sorrow and your heart is full of sorrow, what will you give? You will give sorrow. Even without wanting to, that unresolved sorrow, the unresolved trauma, will keep hurting. Walk away means not physically walk away, as we know. I mean, yes, if somebody is physically hurting you, you should walk away. But usually it's not that, right? Usually it is the inner pain of somebody. Invariably pain comes from being disrespected. Think about all the pain you have got in your life. Usually it's because somebody has not maintained your honor, your dignity. And it's worse if they do it in front of someone else. Because then not only are you feeling your pain, but you're wondering what the other person is thinking about what's going on. But for me to realize that if somebody likes to criticize, well, isn't it great that I'm not them? Huh? I know someone in my Brahmin life, it's not a very good thing, but I'm going to say it, but it's funny. Every time they hear somebody left Gyan, they go, oh great, we go further up. Huh? Very bad, right? But they make me laugh. Because, you know, I have to learn to stay light. It's a training for the soul. It's a training to learn how to fly. And to see people with their sanskaras and their personality and just think, well, it's a variety tree. Every time I complained to Nirmala Didi about someone, she would laugh. And I would say, Didi, how can you laugh? This person is creating such disturbance. And she would always say to me, Sona, variety tree, variety tree. I used to say, how big is this variety tree, Didi? It's the same thing, isn't it? Baba's children are unbelievably different. Think about the world. It's not just Baba's children we have to fit in the heart. We have to fit the whole world in our heart. People who are killing others, people who are killing animals, people who are doing this, people who are doing that. And then you ask yourself, somebody told me you didn't do this properly, and I'm getting so upset about it. The higher you go, the smaller something looks. So if you're feeling pain, go and sit next to Baba. You, the angel, look down at you, the personality, and see what a baby you are. See what a baby you are. So is that okay? And your first question was? No, I forgot the first question. Yeah. Is it possible to be unresolved, completely unresolved? I don't know because I haven't got there. But it sounds good. Just cleaning. It's not just connecting with Baba. It's like I said today, it's a tango between Baba and it's a dance. Baba gives Shakti. I have to use that Shakti. When Baba says you are Shiv Shakti, you're only Shiv Shakti if you take the Shakti and you use it. And what do we do with that? We clean. We clean, we clean, we clean. No need to put pressure that in one day you should be totally clean, but keep watching yourself. Every disturbance, every trigger. Where's that coming from? So we are actually going to do a workshop after this, all about this, cleaning. You want to do cleaning? So after the break, we'll have a workshop about cleaning. Now there was one sister who had a question even before the sister here. Is she allowed to ask? Because she didn't put her hand up first. Is it possible? So what is the question? And I'll finish it in 1 minute. That's my promise. And if it's a long answer, we'll press the pause button and I'll take it later. Okay.
I'm Chitra and I'm new to Brahma Kumaris. I keep hearing this line, it's all in the drama. What is not there in the drama?
Nothing. The only thing Baba says you must think is not in the drama is your current effort. Because if you think it's in the drama, you'll become lazy. So even though it is in the drama, it's good to make effort. See, somebody fed you breakfast this morning, but you still had to get up and go and get it, right? It was going to happen anyway, but you still had to go. So, only thing that's not in the drama psychologically is my effort. Otherwise, everything is in the drama. Now, that was an easy question, right? Is that okay, Chitra? Om Shanti.